All right, everybody, welcome to a very special
Art and Stuff, the greatest show ever.
That's right. Tonight we are talking about Type 1, the Reaper Destroyer, or the Superior Press website, possibly looking at the Darkness Convention book, and we have a very, very special guest, all in 2.3 seconds. Talk to you then.
I am telling you, it is the definition between an entrepreneur and an employee. The employee goes to the cliff, looks over the cliff, says, is there a balloon down there? Will I be safe? What happens if it hurts? What if I land on my neck? The entrepreneur, they said, we need to jump off the cliff, backs up 10 feet to get a fucking run.
This town needs an enema.
Fuck.
Who are you? Where's Commissioner Brady?
Come on. You guys expect to beat me.
Too stupid!
Wait. You don't really think you believe it? Things change.
You've got me! Who's got you?
Everything changed. Yeah, and anyone who tells you different is just lying.
You know who this is? This is Mark motherfucking Sylvester.
All right, here we go on another Art and Stuff. We are back. It's been a while. We're getting back into rhythm. I'm feeling good about it. What about you,
I feel
man?
good. I feel great. I feel, a little bit bigger.
Yeah, okay, yeah, like, that was bad. That was
shaved
like
the shit.
bad. Right. Yeah. No. I'm feeling good. Still dragging ass though, I have to say. I don't know if it's the weather. I think all that hurricane shit is pushing up here, and we're getting some cooler weather, which is kind of nice, but man, it makes me tired.
Right.
I don't know.
Or take a nap.
I say you're about to yawn. I can tell that.
Yeah. I didn't make any extra coffee today, so I only had 2 cups.
Oh shit, you gotta do that again. Do me a favor, Sean. I'm gonna say hi to the chat. Pull up whatever you want down there, because I'm gonna have to dip at some second. I'll bring that up. Chat, real quick before I say anything. Let me bring you guys up here in the comments. Welcome to the show, by the way, episode 257. Here we go. We're gonna look at a few things, but I have to dip for a second. My computer's acting up, and I probably have to restart it. So I'm gonna throw the show to Sean and our very special guest to carry that here in a second. But before I do, I want to shout out to John Apple, #1 in the chat, #1 in our hearts. My friend, that makes you.
You're #1.
Yes, you are. Welcome to the show, my friend. Thank you for being here. I really, really do appreciate you. We also have Charles Rivas. Haven't seen that name in a second.
Oh, good.
What up? What up with you, man? What up with you? Good to see you. Let's see. We have the first member in the chat tonight. You know that. Members get this.
Oh my God! I'm sorry! I can't stop coming! I'm sorry! Oh, it feels so good!
Oh, it feels so good to have the members in the chat tonight.
Afternoon. Stinks like sex in here.
Not yet, but maybe. We'll find out. The Don's in the house says, roll that beautiful bean footage. I like that, man. I dig that.
Okay.
Really cool. I like it. We got Tartan Ninjas in the house. By the way, shout out to Tartan. Do some really, really good color jobs out there.
Yep.
If you noticed, he shared a Pit piece. By the way, Pit, not omnibus, but the first trade is launching tomorrow night. Actually, tomorrow at 2:50 or 2:30 p.m. over on Mandy's channel, and I'm sure Ethan will pick it up at some point. But check that out. Dale Keown, go out and support the Pit #1 trade paperback. Also, he did a really cool color of the Horseman that he posted. Very good stuff, man. Keep that up.
Yeah.
What's going on here? No. Pull it up on the screen. Like share your screen.
Oh,
Yeah. And then you can pull it up a lot, and then you can control it when I'm not here. That's what's going to happen.
Da-da-da.
Working out the kinks, everybody. Working out the kinks. We're getting back in the rhythm. Sheldon Martin, member of the channel, is in the house. What's going on, brother?
Hugging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I said it like that. Good to see you. So, all right, guys, this is what's going to happen. We're going to bring our guests on here in a second. We're going to talk a little bit. Then I'm going to dip. My computer's acting funny. I got to restart the entire thing, so I might be absent for the next 20 minutes. But we're going to bring stuff up. Sean's going to talk about Type 1, a lot of really awesome news. Kayla's going to be here to do her thing, which I guess I just spoiled that, but she's in the title, so it is what it is. Do me a favor, wherever you're at, like the show, share it out, come over to the YouTube, subscribe if you haven't, jump in the chat, compete in the leaderboard. Right now, Rick is running away with it with 7 wins, 7 victories on the year. I see right now, though, number 1 is John Ebel, probably because he was the first one in here. We got number 2, the Don, and number 3 is Tartan Ninja. That's all right. So whoever ends with that number 1 at the end of the night takes home the victory, and you get added to the leaderboard as soon as I can make that up again, because Clip Studio is a bitch, and I lost all of my templates, which I'm not very happy about. All right, let's bring on our guest if she's ready. I can't tell that. There she is. All right, Sean, you're the hype man. We haven't done this in a split second. We have coming back to the show.
Oh, we got our queen. We got the 3rd member of Aqua. We got someone who is just one of our bestest of friends. Someone who lights our fire, who chaps our ass, but we love with all of our hearts. Kayla is returning.
All right, let's bring her on. Kayla, welcome back to the It's been forever since you have shared the screen with us. How are you doing? We all missed you.
I'm doing great. So busy. Still unpacking, as you can tell. There's like a mini horde behind me. We've had housework and the kitchen is in here. But this is my new place and the new setup, and yep, it's my nerd room. You can tell I
good.
Fantasy stuff up and books everywhere. I mean, there are books all over this place. So, and I know that was such a great introduction, Sean.
Top of my head, baby. Top of my head.
That's what we do. Was improv here, that's what we do. I got one critique for the room, and I said this before. You got to add some lights, some uplight. Like blue. Look at these bad. Look at me and Sean. Right? There's some ambiance here. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
blue is not bisexual.
Yeah, nah.
Even if it was, we look damn cool.
Facts.
That's all that matters, No, you add the ambiance. So it looks really good. You got a great start there. Let's get you some lights. Chat, do we need some background lights there? Maybe some greens, some blues, do the Steve for Cow, light.
Oh, yeah.
Do that.
Be more professional.
Yeah, get a little bit more professional going on, Let me,
I think I'd have like purple lights or something, because I like purple. Purple stands out nice.
Now that would work. I like that. We're working on this. We're going to work on the look. By the way, guys, we are going to be bringing back Appreciating Comic Book Art live at some point. Now that Kayla's all set up and streaming, we will be bringing that show back. It might kind of morph into, doing it on ANS every once in a while. We'll just do a present show, because reality is I'm super, super busy right now. Sean's really busy. We're going to talk about why he's busy in a couple seconds. I'm really busy working on Reaper Destroyer 2. We have all the shows that I run here on the Ron and Joe channel. Plus, I'm doing the Comicsgate Kings on Monday. So there's only so much time in the day or the night to stream. So we got to figure out how to work that in. But we got some great stuff going. And we want to jump back into looking at comics again, because it's been a second. Which hopefully, if I get my computer working right, we will take a look at this Darkness Preview Edition from the San Diego Comic-Con, because it is really, really cool. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to hold it up to the screen, which is not going to be as fun. So we'll see what we're going to do. Now, with that being said, guys, be patient with us. if I'm dipping out here, no one has controls over the show as far as the comments and everything else goes. So the comments are on the screen. Kayla and Sean will be able to read your comments and interact with you guys as you're there until I get back. Michael Richards in the house. What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Hail to the Superior Press Queen. I like that.
Ooh.
I like that too.
I like that.
Ooh.
That is good. That is good. Been away working for a few projects helping creators. Hail Laura's in the house. Good to see you, man.
Congrats on the Lord. That's awesome.
Hope you're doing well. Houston, we have lost control. That's what's going to be. That's what
I
it's gonna
lost
be.
my controls.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. Sean, I'm going to throw the show to you for a second. Do what you want to talk about. Then we're going to bring up what you want to talk about. Share whatever you want to share down below, and I'll bring it up before I dip. So you guys have something to, like, if you want to share
the campaign.
Is that what you want?
Page up. We'll talk. I'll just say what I was going to say. While you're doing what you guys do, just so we can get everything rolling.
Okay, because it might take like 20 minutes for my computer.
I also got a Fire Art Adams art book that was gifted to me from Eddie when Art Adams made me that nice video. So I don't mind pulling that up either. You guys miss it. So when Sean run out of talking about Type 1, I can go and grab that out of the other room and pull that up and show some pictures from it. If anything worse comes to worse, we got this.
All right.
Just tweet this out, guys.
Yeah, I was just going to say, do us a favor. Christopher Shot in the house. Welcome, brother. Yes, tweet out this show wherever you guys, if you're watching on Twitter, let people know we're live. Share out the show on YouTube. If you are mods, go into other people's streams. They're streaming right now. You say, hey, the place to be is Out and Stuff right now. We got Kayla back for the first time in a long time. Come jump in the chat. Hopefully we get some raids here. Everyone go tell Michael Bancroft to raid us. Do all that kind of stuff. We're going to have a good time here. I have to dip real quick. I'm going to bring up this campaign so that the co-host and the hostess with the mostest, is that Beetlejuice? I don't know, but it is Kayla will take over. So I'm going to dip for a second. I'm throwing the show to you guys. Chat, have a good time. Hopefully this won't take too long for me to reboot my computer. Talk to you all soon.
Okay, so the big news, my big announcement, my dropping my dick on the table of what I wanted to say, my excitement is the line art for Type 1 is done. 48 pages of sequential story, balls to the wall action, a heart of gold tale, some cool mystery sci-fi shit. It's done. The files are at Dan Kemp. He's gonna have them all finished by September 15th, and then we'll send it off to the letterer, then pre-production, and then send it off to get it out to the published, to the get the books out there. So I'm pretty excited. You know, I've went away for a few weeks, saw my family, got really inspired, knocked out a bunch of pages. So yeah, things are good. Things are good, man. I'm really excited. Can't wait for everybody to get the book in your hands. You're a long wait, but I believe it'll be worth it once everything's all said and done. So I ask everyone to share out this campaign. We broke 10K collectively between Indiegogo and Fund My Comic, but Indiegogo, I just want to get that 10K just for selfishly. And so we're at $8,320. So we just share it out and just promote the fuck out of it. It would mean a lot to me. So, Michael, thank you. Christopher Bouchard, thank you. John, my dude. Hit up Bancroft in the chat and demand a raid. Yes, do that. Raid that. Sheldon Martin, good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Joe's here. So let's make Type 1 10K. Let's just look at some of this awesome art from myself and my friends. Right here, you got my cover, drawn by myself, colored by the amazing Dan Kemp. You got to represent Jersey, because that's where I'm from. That's the best place ever, right, Kayla?
No.
Oh. Yeah. And well, we got some.
Jersey is not the best place ever.
Yeah,
Hawaii is.
I'm looking at Hawaii. Yeah,
Hawaii is.
Hawaii's
I'm not even from Hawaii. I can't say Massachusetts though, because that's not true.
Yeah,
Hawaii
that's trash
is.
too.
Jamie East is in the chat.
Jamie, what? Good to see you, girl. Thank you for hopping in. Love you.
You know what? People are gonna love this. So I know so much about this book right now at this point. Like so much. There are things that Sean has written that impressed me so much. I kind of weaseled myself in to work with Sean.
All in good faith.
All in good faith.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for you guys to read it, because I know you guys see Sean's personality, and you may think that this book is like jokey, you know, but it's not. His villain kicks ass. That's all I gotta say, because I don't want to spoil anything, but his villain kicks ass. And it's
Lord of Ramos, yes.
Yeah, it's some great stuff, and I can't wait for you guys to read it. So yes, you're going to go on this visual journey with this book with Type 1, and you're going to get all these amazing action sequences and get some really cool sci-fi stuff and futuristic stuff, like Tronish stuff, I should say. I don't know, that's like, I don't know why.
No, yeah, definitely.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff, the way that it's written, I think you guys will be so surprised. You guys will be so surprised. I was surprised.
No, but that's a huge compliment.
Really good.
That was a huge
help
compliment. Yeah, no. Because when I sent you and Joey something, and you were just like bombarded our group messages, like, what is this? Where did this come from? Yeah, and then you called, you're like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I did. I called Sean. I told him I was going to fucking kill him because he was hiding this writing from me, and the writing was, it surprised me. I couldn't believe he wrote it.
Nice. Thank you. That's a huge compliment. Really, this is great.
And then then I weaseled my way in, and Sean's like, I'll take your help. So.
No, yeah, definitely.
But I'm proud of you, Sean.
I love you. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you because you've accomplished so much. And you never gave up on this project. So what I would like to see for you is some more people back the book tier where it goes to the children. That would be great.
Yes, let's get down to that.
Wait, sorry, I got excited and cut you off.
No,
it's been a while since I streamed. You missed it.
I did. So again, I will be updating the campaign page where the donate a tier book for a kid with juvenile diabetes. If you already did it, thank you. It means a lot that you spent your money on that. You back two, so it's buy one, buy two, send it to a kid with kids with type 1. We're gonna send you a metal trading card from Jeff Muth and Duck Bacon, courtesy of the one and only Rick Saylor. So then we'll send the kids, I believe, a paper one, so they don't throw them around like ninjas, which I would like. As a kid, I would have loved to have the cards as ninjas, but no. But yeah, we're how many we're at 14 claimed. I think we have another 6 or 8 on Fun My Comics, so possibly 24. So probably 40, almost close to 40 we got. So that's a lot. That's a lot of books. So thank you everybody on that aspect. All right, let's check on with the chat. Let me scroll up, see where we.
So it looks like Edwin just joined the chat. What's up, Edwin?
What's up, Edwin? Good to see you.
Edwin's killing it with his project that's out right now too. And I just want to give Edwin a shout out because my boss just gave me a lovely little note that you left and an ash can, I believe. I haven't gotten a chance to look through it yet, but I will be posting it, and I'm a big fan of Edwin's stuff. I always back his projects, and he's pumping things out, and Edwin actually is a great writer. He's a great writer, and I think he deserves some more credit for his versatility within writing.
Yeah, Edwin will be with us next Thursday, I believe. We had to do a schedule from last week, but next week we'll talk all about his project, catch up what he's got going on, because like you said, he's killing it. He's been killing it.
Dawn has a great comment for you too.
What's that?
I don't know if you can pull it up. He said, Sean, that he'll start pushing Type 1 on the studio to get you to 10K on this particular campaign, that this is our mission.
Oh, I appreciate
That's
that, Don.
great, Don. Don does so much for the community as well. He's always trying to support all of the creators, and the studio is a great show. You can find me in there on Saturday nights, watching them draw and talk some comics when I can. So I'm a big fan of the studio. I love live draw streams. Everyone that knows me knows that. What else is going on here? Sorry.
Well, Don's been a huge supporter of Type 1 with all I don't even want to call it fan art. I just want to call it art he's done for it and just promoting it. So Don, I'll hit you up tomorrow. This weekend I'm putting together the Con Artist Volume 3 book. So of all the amazing pieces you could send to me, and then I'll put them in there, whatever ones you want, as many as you want. We'll make it happen. So thank you for that. Yeah, that's been great. I love the chat. Not the chat, the studio. Jesus Christ, I'm shocked.
I'm rusty right now.
Yeah.
I can't even pronounce his name, and I'm going to butcher it. Yevgeny Sokolov. So Mr. Sokolov's in the house. He had an earlier engagement, but he's here now. So you're here, and that's all that matters.
Oh, nice. Why I say, yeah.
Support for the channel, and he's been killing it online with his art too. I mean, I feel like there is a ton of talented people that make up the chat here, and that's one of the things that I desperately missed about streaming, is just being able to connect with all of you amazing people in the chat and just talk comics and look at everything. Another amazing artist here on your campaign,
Chris Graves. Yeah,
Chris Graves. So Chris,
Chris is one of those guys I'm glad that came into our lives because he's just so inspiring. He's a good dude. He's funny as fuck, but his art just speaks for itself. Him and Mark teamed up and decided to do a Ride and Pain Streets team up cover for me, which is awesome. Colors by Anthony George, aka Z, and this is just dope. Get back Ride and Pain 2. Chris, I believe, is halfway done with Volume 2 on that, so he's kicking ass. This is just dope, man. It's just, this screams 90s. This is everything that I love about creating comic books. We're just creating stories and worlds is all of this. It's got that Capullo-isms, the Todd-isms. Yeah.
I also see a lot of because he's a Dragon Ball guy, and I love that about Chris. I love people that are Dragon Ball Z people, because I'm a Dragon Ball Z person. Also, we have the core 20 in the chat. There's 23 people here right now watching us. Joe will be back. He is having a little issue with his computer, so he is handling that, and he's going to be right back in, and then we're going to look at that Ed Benez Darkness preview that wasn't available to see on, so I'm excited to look at it, because it's all line art, all pencils, whatever the case. AZHQ says that he loves the look of this bookmate. It's like if Cow had done Zen, the Intergalactic Ninja. Fire.
Oh, cool. Thank you. When we first had Don Chin on years ago, he's like, this looks like Zen. I'm like, because he's blue? But then I had to kind of get past myself. I'm like, oh, because I guess you could aesthetically just, I guess.
E-Wag just showed up in the house.
Yo, bow, baby.
Bow. And Mama Donna is watching. So shout out to Mama Donna.
I hope you're doing well.
I hope she's doing well too. She makes me laugh every week. On the studio.
How she shits on Don. I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
So thank you all for joining us this evening. And this cover here, this was done by some guy.
Some dude. I don't know.
Irrelevant.
I picked him off the street.
Not here right now.
Yeah, I think he did like a tap and dance group quartet, barbershop quartet.
He was a singer, or he thought he could sing, I guess. An American Idol failure.
He was on The Voice.
He was on The Voice.
He was on The Voice. I was like, oh, let me at this guy. I saw him do some finger painting. But no, seriously.
Just find us. But yeah, this is done by Joe.
Oh, what's up, Wyatt? Good to see you, man. Oh, we're just talking about that Type 1. All the line art is done. It's at Dan's Dan's hands right now, so we're looking to get all the pages finished color-wise by September 15th, and then get it off to the letterer after, and then production. Let's see.
Make sure you guys leave a like and tweet this out. Let's get a full house in here. It's a celebration. I mean, I get to be the narcissist tonight, I guess. I'm
Take
back,
it.
bitches.
Take it. Take
I'm
it.
excited to be here. It's obviously I talk to you guys all the time, but it is another thing to just be streaming again.
Sure.
So you always have a blast. But I love this cover. I love Joe's take on your character.
Yeah. It's a future. It's kind of a glimpse of things to come. Like, do you remember in the back of Jim Lee and Chris Claremont's X-Men? I think it was the Magneto cover with the poster. It's like a things to come. So this is what we're going to kind of see, where Strees and the Armors, plural Armors, where they will be evolving to down the road in pages of Type 1. So
Wyatt wanted to know if the main villain is Type 2.
yes. No. Hepatitis C. That's the main villain. Hepatitis C. K. Ojo, greetings from Raleigh, North Carolina. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Joe will be back soon. We're talking about Type 1. The line art is all done. 48 pages. A balls to the wall action. Don't be a bum. Back Type 1.
Yeah, so just make sure that you guys share this out. Like I said, try to get some more people to back the book for a child, because I think that is one of the most wonderful things that anyone can do. If you think about it, once everyone here was a kid, and this could be the comic that gets someone into comics and helps someone start their own creative journey. Plus, they're for children that are going through it, struggling with diabetes. And it's a good way for them to escape while also having something that can relate to them and what they're going through in a book.
Yeah, it's how I kind of went through it when I was first diagnosed. I took a character I already created a few years prior as a kid, as an 11-year-old. I wanted to meet Rob Liefeld, so I selfishly turned myself into a superhero to get a Make-A-Wish, and that's not how it goes. But I still
think that's the funniest story ever.
The Lord prevails, and life has a funny way of just making things work out. And a couple years after that, I got to meet Rob and become buds with him. So it was kind of cool.
John Apel is saying balls to the wall is how we like our action. And I just want to say, John Apel, I've been so impressed with the work that you have been posting online.
Oh,
I know
sick.
I've commented, but it's been amazing watching your growth as an artist. I truly enjoy watching someone grow as an artist, just seeing the progression over the past few years. Congratulations on everything that you've been doing, and you've been killing everything, John. So...
yeah, he's a funny fucking guy. I love him, but he's so quiet and so kind of like I got a nice voice, but like I'm kind of scared of him because he looks like a lumberjack or a Viking. Looks like a Viking. Looks like those guys that throw off those big axes and then jump off the cliff to kind of catch it midair. Yeah.
And Noah's here too.
Oh, Noah!
Young
your
blood.
bedtime. Yeah, good to see you guys.
That's like part of the group that is like the future in comic creation right there. So
yeah, he's killing it. Noah's killing it.
Yeah, this is like a talented chat. I'm like, we have a talented chat. This isn't even
take credit.
my show tonight. This is not Akka.
It's your show.
I'm usually not even here. This is usually like sausages only. I'm honored that you allowed me on.
Wieners and tacos tonight, but look, me and Joe and you should take credit for everyone and all their exquisite abilities that come through our chat.
Pixel Trader just joined the chat, so yeah, let's get some. I don't know. Is there a hot dog? Let's get some hot dogs in the chat for you guys.
Yeah,
sausage fest tonight.
All right, so Joe just said, just so everyone knows, you and I don't have any controls of the channel, so we're just kind of winging it on this end. Yeah, just drop tacos and is that zucchini?
It is.
Zucchini?
It is an eggplant. There's hot dogs going on in the
Eggplant.
chat. KO Joe got it.
Okay, you do all those. Do all those.
Do all those. So, can you talk about Lord Aramis for people, because that has been the character that has captivated me. Without spoiling too much, I mean, I think I can let you know when this spoiler territory. Also, go back up to the shoe tread.
Oh,
everyone, if you draw the bottom of a shoe and you show me your art, I will bitch at you unless you put a tread on the bottom of your boot or your shoe, because it looks fucking cooler.
Okay, so this is I drew this without the tread, but then I went back and redrew the tread because I heard Kayla give the same spiel, and I didn't want to hear shit. So I went on my own time and just drew a tread, and hopefully it looks like what it's supposed to look like. And Dan colored the shit out of this, so I did it just so I wouldn't get yelled at. And going forward, I think I'm just going to stick with doing that just so I don't get yelled at.
I've literally manifested this to happen because I was bitching yesterday. I was bitching like, I don't get to stream anymore. I don't stream. No one wants to stream with me. People want to stream with me like, no one wants to stream with me. And then I got invited, like literally 15 minutes after I bitched, I get a message. Yeah, you want to come stream tomorrow? Yes.
Yeah. And she didn't have to pay us for it. She didn't have to send us any cash app.
But yes, go on about this amazing character that you created. Let's talk about a little bit of your inspiration behind him. He is my favorite character in Sean's series so far.
Well, every hero is should be just as good as his villain or how the story goes. And like I've always liked the villains more, so like I'm more of a Cobra fan than I am G.I. Joe. Like I kind of sympathize with the Decepticons a little bit, more Skywarp. But Lord Aramis was just another character that I created in high school that I'm like, this sounds like a badass name. And then when revamping Type 1, I'm like, he's got to be in this story as well. And just thought of a cool looking armor. I think I spent a day and a half just trying to design it and think about what looks cool but different than what Strees is. And red just kind of impales the visual eye. But yeah, he's a badass. Like he's got his motives where he believes he's the descendant of, how do I say this? I was gonna say a national treasure, but no, someone from the past that had massive control in South America, if that makes sense. So he believes his lineage, his blood lineage, is what drove him to conquer all his goals, to try to achieve future goals of where he's at and where we meet him at the story and how that ends up towards the end. But he's just a balls to the wall character. Like he just don't give a fuck. Like you're gonna see a couple different sides of him, but you're just gonna be like, what the crap? And look,
Joe said he sounds just like him, a lot like him.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. I really inspired on Joe when I first met him in 2007 when he had that members only jacket. I'm like, oh my god, this guy's my villain. No, I'm kidding. But he's another armor wearing character. So we're in this issue we're going to be introduced to 3 of those guys: Strees, Lord Aramis, and Avanzar. And then with issue 2, we're going to be doing a couple. We'll be making a couple more appearances. But you know what the cool thing about this? When me and Joe first started getting into streaming and wanting to create our own books, like we were kind of told, do 42 pages, do 46 pages, do 40 something pages, the condensed trade format. And Mark had just announced like he was doing Gun Goth back in like 21, I think. He's like, oh, it's only like 20 pages or some shit. And then while I was drawing type 1, like I was getting fed up because like I was losing a little momentum. I must have scrapped 20 plus pages. So if I didn't scrap those pages, I would be done very, very soon. But anyway, that's all me thing. I'm like, I'm done with this condensed trade bullshit. It doesn't work for really my story. For an oversized number 1, yeah, I'm there. But I was like, this book, number 2, is going to be at least 24 to maybe 28 pages. You know, still give it a good size, give people worth their hard-earned money. So I text John. I'm like, I told him my spiel. He's like, bro, I just talked to Rick Saylor about this. He's like, I'm doing the same thing for Reaper Destroyer too. I'm like, fucking great minds think alike. So I'm excited to, once the book is printed, get everything out to the backers, all shipped out. Just focus on number 2, not revamp the story, but make it so instead of 46 pages to 24 and cut out. Like I'm like, I already know the ending is got to be for number 3 because like this is a big balls to the wall type of ending that I had for number 2. But well, maybe I'll do it for number 2. I don't know, like action, right? But I'm excited. Kayla's going to be helping me a lot with structuring, which she has been. Mark's going to be continuing doing the editing, so everything sounds good. Mark's been a phenomenal editor there. Just gave me great sound advice, and just having both of them on my team has been great. And I hate talking about myself. Just back my book. I'm insolently cheap.
You hate talking about yourself?
Yeah, I really do. It's a sham.
The biggest bullshit I've ever heard. You and Joe love to talk about yourselves.
Yeah, but that's all jokes.
It's only because Joe's not here for you to feed off of right now. I don't really talk about myself. Out of you two, I am like the least person that talks about themselves. I do think that you should still do the Joe face.
Oh, well, okay, so
or something.
So for those that weren't around, Joe was working hard on Reaper Destroyer 1, so he didn't have time to work on the Type 1 cover at the time. So Mark put the campaign page together. So he just took that photo from Joe's Facebook, I believe. But everybody kept saying it. And when I mean everybody, like my family members, they're like, I want that, because some of them are Southern. I'm like, why? They're like, it looks cool. So I'm like, you don't even know the guy. They're like, So we will be putting up a limited quantity of Joe's I was once in the band type of cover stock photo. So yeah, so I just love how my family's like, I want it. I'm like, but you don't even know the guy. I'm like, yeah, so check it out. What a mug. I want to make t-shirts of this. I'm going to make this a trading card. Like, I have no shit.
I have some ideas. Remember, I had a whole idea for it. That was wonderful.
Yeah. Let's see what Noah said. People who like talking about themselves love to say that they don't like talking about that. I'm just really shy, Noah. Make a cover that's just that picture of Joe. We're doing that. Sheldon, Joe is not there for you to beat off.
Oh, speaking of Sheldon, I should go grab it real quick. I haven't framed them yet, but he sent me some artwork he made me. Do you mind if I grab it really quick?
Go grab it. Yeah, he's sick. He makes me sick on how talented he is.
I'll be right back.
Wow. Somebody clip that, right? Yeah, Sheldon, you're very inspiring, my brother. I can't wait everybody to see what you got going on. I know you're working diligently on it, from what I hear from a certain editor. So once you get the pages start rolling in, start promoting that shit, we'll have you on and shoot the shit. Because I really like the issue 1 of what you had. The birthday cards, yeah.
You beast, get out. Bear, come on. I don't got time for this shit.
What?
Come on, fatty.
Okay. I've lost weight.
No, I'm sorry, my cat. I forgot the mic was on.
Oh, I was like, Jesus, I'm like down to 145 now. Like, Jesus, I'm trying to gain weight. That ain't happening.
So let me present this real quick. Okay. So you guys are going to have to... I definitely did not call Sean
didn't call me
fat.
fat.
I definitely did not call him fat.
She did not call me fat.
So this here, he made for my birthday. So I'm going to like go from the bottom to the
Yeah,
top.
that's great. He's so talented.
I know. I have a picture of his. It's framed behind me on the wall. This one will be framed too. Like the textures in the dragon.
Yeah, that's very
Like,
intricate.
I don't even know if I'm aiming this correctly. So
Shoot
this
for the
one was
hole.
done. And this, I don't know is necessarily what he did with this one. It looks like it was just done with pen and pencil, pretty much. It's phenomenal. I love it. This whole room is fantasy, as you can tell. And like at the top up there, next to the Frazetta black and white Lord of the Rings piece, Sheldon's piece that he made for my birthday the year previous is there. So that's this whole room. It's like a fantasy kind of theme. It's all like A Song of Ice and Fire, Lord of the Rings stuff, just fantasy stuff by some of my favorite fantasy artists. And then there is this one here, which I completely love. So this one,
so good.
played around with paint, and it's me with a dragon. I love it. And
that's so good.
I nerded out. Like this was like a bonus one. I wasn't even expecting that. I wish I had this waist. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
You are. You look great. Sheldon says, "Thanks,
really
guys.
hard.
Thanks a lot." No, thank you, brother. Like, thank you for being a part of the chat. Thank you for being so inspiring. Thank you for.
I know. I gotta send Sheldon something. I feel like I don't know if I'm gonna send him
A
some like
bra.
a woohoos, or I'm really great with sending art supplies. I'm like the best at picking art supplies for someone and sending them because I study all these art supplies. I can't draw to save my life, but if I find out that I can do something with an art supply, whether it's a pen, a brush pen, whatever the case, gouache, watercolor, because I play around with a lot of stuff, and from playing around with it, I find out the quality of it, how it works, and watching people work with the tools, I find out what's good. So
yeah, those I don't know if they're Japanese. Yeah, I believe they're Japanese. Those brush pens you got me.
Oh, my favorite. I gave Joe some too. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, those are great. They're kind of like the Tombos to a degree. Then there's a brush, a thick brush, and then a thinner brush.
Emoji brushes.
Yeah, those are great.
So
those
pigmented.
Yeah.
So
those are a lot of fun. Joe's like, what the hell is a woohoo?
It's an awoohoo. So I found out about them because Shelby draws with them, like colors his stuff with them, has been working on blank covers and stuff while he streams, and he just kept talking about them. So Amazon had a giant sale, and I went crazy because it was like they were half off, and then it was buy one get one half off of an already half off thing. So I ended up buying like $200 worth of different markers and shit. So I gave some to Zach as a gift, and he drew with them at the con, and he was raving over them too. And they're super affordable to begin with. So I have so many now of like the paint pens and the markers, and really I just wanted the journaling markers and the journaling pens for my writing stuff. So, and I got like gel pens from them, like a bunch of shit, but they're amazing. They're very affordable. And they blend so beautifully. It's insane. That's one of my favorite pieces that you've done.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I believe they're just as in sync with like Copics as far as like the quality. Yeah, I'm here. Like I know Ryan Kincaid is. I believe. Don't quote me. I think Ryan's been using them as well. And the cool thing is like they're refillable as well. They kind of break apart into two, right?
Some of them do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them have two different ends. Like I'm literally obsessed with them. So I can't share anything that I've been doing with them, but I've been doing some stuff and things.
Nice. Oh, Sean Forney. If anybody doesn't know Sean Forney, please follow him on social media. That guy is ridiculously talented. He was using them on his live streams drawing when
like from Hawaii. Fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii fucking rules.
I miss Hawaii. I think I just got a random memory. My photos of from 2020 from Amazing Aloha Con, no, Amazing Comic Con Aloha. That was an awesome time.
You know, we should definitely like go to my timeshare during the Comic Con week.
Oh,
like we have a place to stay. I have multiple beds there. There's 2 bathrooms. There's a little kitchen. We should just go and do a con out there. I would love to work a Comic Con out there. And because I've edited a bunch of stuff, I have the comps from those stuff. And then obviously, like I wrote a story for Joe for the supplemental. So I have that too as a writer, which shout out to Joe for being the only person that never screwed me over with a writing opportunity. Because guys, I will tell you, I have been burned.
Number 2.
Oh, that's for you to announce.
Well, you know that there's a who's the writer that throws a convention out in Hawaii as well? He wrote Deadpool.
Do you know how many people have written Deadpool, Sean?
No. But like it's like the Taskmaster shit. I think it was. I don't know. Anyway, so this picture right here is the unveiling of Thomas DeHart when he gets the armor of becomes Shree's right after he tells his origin story.
That's like very Liefeld. That is you channeling Liefeld.
Oh yeah.
Screams Rob motherfucking Liefeld.
Yeah. Like my a bunch of the 3 people really was Rob's Extreme. Joe Benitez doing Weapon Zero, and then even Carl Alt stayed there doing Bloodstrike when Bloodstrike became the Red Hooded guy.
Yeah,
that's just kind of where my visuals for it kind of come from, and I tried to do something kind of Kenneth Rockefeller here with the special effects, and Joe caught it. Like I tried. If you click this, I tried. Okay, I'm not Kenneth Rockefeller.
It reads more Stephen Platt than Rockefeller.
I'll go with that. It's all geniuses and all guys that I aspire to. But when I showed Joe the line work, he's like, "You trying to do Kenneth?" I'm like, "I tried." He's like, "Nice." Like we have like a Bill and Ted relationship, so it was cool that way.
Oh, there are some comments in the chat. Welcome to JC. Nice to have you here this evening. So JC says, I can't wait to see this character live in action when the comic releases. What do you think about a crossover with Reaper Destroyer? Would those narratives fit? I want to answer that so fucking bad because I know so much about both of these projects. A crossover can definitely fit, but that is up for them as creators to decide when the time is right. I think both stories need to flow a little bit more before crossovers are talked. To be honest, that's my personal opinion as a writer, but a crossover could be very possible for reasons where you guys will have to read. You're going to have to read Reaper Destroyer issue 2, and you're going to have to read Type 1. And maybe a little bit beyond that, but anything is possible in the creative realm. And it would be a great crossover. I hope I answered that correctly. I think I did.
No, you did. You're beautifully elegant as always. No, me and Joe have always had that. Wouldn't it be cool if one day we did? Somehow, somewhere, way, shape, or form, there will be. I don't know when. But it will happen one way or another. It just makes sense. Just coming, you guys are my brother. Our characters, different characters, same vibes as far as our aesthetics of what we grew up on, what we're inspired on.
Well said.
So, even though like Reaper is more Top Cowie darkish. And Type 1's a little more visually brighter in the sense of the armors and more Extreme Studios-ish. It's still Image 90s stuff. So, and our stories are very, very. They're not the same, but they're very similar in certain aspects of where things go. So yeah, we'll definitely make it happen one way or another. Yeah. So
I mean, I know exactly how it could work. like, in my opinion, just from everything that I've read from both of you guys, I know how it possibly could work, but I'm not sharing. That's like something that we'll talk about at another time down the line. Right now, I think it's best that both of you are on the path of really developing these characters and these universes that you have created, and that has to play out first. I think it's too soon for any crossovers, but then again, it's your characters, so you guys decide. I'm just here for the ride. You know, I'm always in your corner.
Oh yeah. Well, if you want to see a piece, there's a couple pieces, Reese's Pieces.
Oh, you should pull up the crossover piece that was done. Isn't it on here?
From Leandro, but I don't have it on here.
It's not on the campaign?
Nah, I'm an idiot. I'll put it up on. I should have put it up on. If you got Reaper Destroyer 1, you'll see a print of Reaper and Shreeze together, and done by our guy Leandro, who's been one of our day one chat member, friends, buddies, just kind of been in the event journey with us. Colored by, I think Dan colored it, maybe Dave. I don't know. One of the Kemp brothers knocked it out. But what makes that thing so special, besides it's me and Joey's character together in the first time in that aspect, it was the last piece of art my mother saw of Type 1 and Reaper, and she just thought it was beautiful. So that will always have a huge place in my heart of how awesome that is.
And Leandro's awesome to begin with.
Yeah, yes, such a talent and such a good guy. I hope he's doing good. But JC wants to know, what supplemental did you write for Joe?
I wrote a 10-page story about Joe's character, Vanessa. So it's been out for a while now. I
awesome.
don't want to talk about anything unless Joe is here, if that makes sense.
No, sure.
But I wrote a story that it's very sexy. Vanessa is a highly sexual character. She's evil for the sake of being evil. And it talks a little bit about her and some things that may play a role later down the line or be important to the continuity of Joe's story. And I worked very hard on it, and I pestered Joe like an insane psychopath because it was so important to me that I nailed his character. A lot of people, when they get opportunities to write for somebody, that they change the character, the essence of who the character is, and that is not what I'm about when I'm working on something. I want to make sure that things work in a linear fashion for whatever the main title is, and I have the ability to tell a story without changing that very essence and soul and heart of the character, or in Vanessa's case, a lack of a heart. But if you read it, please feel free to message me. I'm totally open for feedback, whether it's criticism, whether you loved it, whether you hated it. Hopefully you did enjoy it, but if you didn't, I'm open to everything because that is the only way that I'm going to grow as a writer. And every time that I write something going forward, you're going to see various different styles. There will always be things where you can tell it's my writing because I have certain inspirations when it comes to writing in general. So that won't change, but you will see me write in different styles and play with them and whatnot. So it was a different type of story for me to work on, and I am so blessed and so grateful for the opportunity that Joe presented to me. And I've had a lot happen with writing. So things I can't even speak of because of contracts that were. So there are books that never were, that were done, that didn't come out. And I've had people take writing from me and a lot of things. And Joe is the first person that really believed in me and pushed me and came through for me. So I am forever grateful for that, because all I've ever wanted to do is just write a comic.
Well, Joe said go ahead and talk about the story a little bit more in depth.
Me to talk about the story more in depth?
Well, he said go for it.
Like, I'm trying to think of like Well, let me read these comments first because there's a ton of comments here. I want to make sure that the comments get read. There is some questions for you as well that I think are important while your campaign is up and live. So hold on one second. So JC says, Weapon Zero from Image / Top Cow, amazing visuals on that series from the 90s. That's a very unknown team there. Not not at this channel.
Not on this channel. Look, JC, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notification for on Ronin Joe channel. We do art and stuff. We do Akba. We're bringing it back. Tuesdays we do the Spawn Review show. Sundays Joe does the Ronin Joe show, which is him just by himself talk about topical stuff that he wants to talk about. But we're very comic book and artist based heavily on this channel. We've been doing this for over 5 years now. It's been a hell of a ride. Kayla's with us on Akba. She's one of our best friends as well. So give her a follow on Twitter. We love you too. You're like our jalapeno. But no, we've interviewed Joe Benitez, and here's something that's funny. When we had him on, like last year, we were looking over the Type 1 campaign. He was about to say something that reminded him of like Weapon Zero, but then he got cut off. I was like, fuck. But no, it was cool.
I mean, hold on, let me go back to this. Sorry. I just my brain just spazzed out for a minute. It's been a long time, guys. I haven't streamed in almost a year since the move and just everything. Moving was a process when you're moving.
Moving sucks. You gotta do it in a couple of months.
Shit. And
again,
it was a tough move because of just the things going on in my family life going on that I don't want to speak about here, but so that was a little tough. But also too, if you enjoy the vibe that's here, where we're just shooting the shit, talking about comics, where we look at comic book art, and we have conversations, and the chat is getting involved constantly because the chat helps make the show. Obviously, Sean and Joe, their lovely faces draw in everyone. You can subscribe to this channel. And when you subscribe to this channel, you get to have an inside look at everything that Joe is creating. So it's worth it. If you want some inside scoop on his projects, he definitely has things for the members of this channel. And he also does member giveaways. So you could win some original art or something cool. So totally worth it. Back to the chat. John April says Robin Silvestri were probably the most collected by him back in the day. And the Dawn asked if there are any turnarounds for Lord Aramis.
No. I just designed him on the fly. No. He's got a cool backpack, but I haven't shown that yet, or will show it yet. But use your imagination, Don. Look, when we first started to get fan art, was the coolest thing. But I would get a little testy. I'd be like, "You're not following my design proper," and Joe's like, "Dude, it just shows that you draw it properly." And I'm like, "I'm gonna work with that." So Don, have fun with that one image that we have. Oh no, there's a couple images on Twitter and even maybe Instagram, on Facebook too, of I shared that has a lot of Arama stuff. Pixel Trader says Carl is awesome. Carl's my dude. Man, I love Carl. Carl, I'll say it's cool when people you grew up on, you idolized, they become your buds, they become your friends, and they're just genuinely good-hearted human beings, and it shows life doesn't suck much more. Okay, the Don. Type 1 is not Reaper Destroyer's type. I see that. Sheldon says, is Ronin Joe or the cutest little guy gonna show up in Type 1 at some point?
I'm gonna write them into whatever I'm writing.
Okay. Yeah. Like I gotta get Joe's logos just to put it on the wall for graffiti, like old school image.
I'm gonna fucking Taylor Swift you guys.
You go.
Taylor Swift, we'll take it. You guys will write you into a comic book. Make it a hit.
I'm with it.
So let's see. Hold
Hail the
on.
lore.
So, Hail the Lore. Where were we at?
Not
I'm
10:49.
lost because the chat just went up. There's some Vanessa questions. So, I'll just say really quick, I'll explain about Vanessa. So, Vanessa is an elder son. An elder son is one of the races in Joe's Reaper Destroyer universe. And they're very powerful. She is pretty much the definition of evil. She is sadistic in nature. She's power hungry. She's masterful in the arts of seduction. And I don't want to spoil too much about the story because if you haven't gotten the supplemental and Joe offers it again, I would love for you to read it. So I don't want to talk about what she is necessarily doing, but her as a character, she seeks to dominate all, and it feeds her power. She corrupts everything all around her and causes nothing but pain and strife. So she pretty much uses everything and everyone until there is absolutely nothing left. And it allows her to propel forward. Joe, you can stop me if I am going into a crazy spoiler territory. So, and she's a highly sexually charged character. So she knows that sex can be used as a weapon. She knows her beauty can be a weapon. So I tried to write the story in an experimental manner. I wanted to write it like almost like a grim fairy tale, but not quite. I have a theme in the story. It's for you to pick up. And what I will say, if you pay attention to the words in the story that I wrote, there is a lot of mirroring that goes on, and there is a lot of things that interlink in together. And a few people have picked up on it. So shout out to the people that have picked up on it, because that was great feedback for me. And I hope now that I mentioned it, if you get a chance to read it, you'll try to look and see what it is that I did. MSK is in the house.
What's up, MSK?
Oh God. He sent a super chat, which I can't do a super chat button, but thank you so much for sending the super chat to the channel. And
money.
There's a super chat, motherfucker.
You fucking have the button?
No, I think Joe's back. He's got to be here. He's got to be
hiding in the back, watching me trip over my words right now. God damn. He says Akira Toriyama, Chris Claremont. You know what, MSK? That's some fighting words right there. I love me some Akira Toriyama. I could pull out fucking so much Dragon Ball right now. It's not even fucking funny. I could pull out every full color edition of Dragon Ball. More Dragon Ball shit than you would fucking care to know about. I got a whole shelf of Dragon Ball over there. But no, Akira Toriyama, God rest his soul. I love him and what he did for the manga industry and what he did for anime. He is not Chris Claremont. Do not do that. You cannot compare the writing styles of either or. I'm sorry. Don't do that, MSK. I love you to death, but no. You're making me upset right now. Oh, God. That making me talk about a man that passed away like that, to have to say that like someone that I loved that passed away like that, and putting the comparison to Akira Toriyama and Chris Claremont. Be real. Read some X-Men, okay? I'm sorry. And then Ultra Instinct Goku, Sailor Moon. First of all, MSK, we've went through this before, and Sailor Moon destroys Ultra Instinct Goku. I will be here for an hour talking about it. I hate to say it, all you Dragon Ball fanboys, and I like Dragon Ball more than Sailor Moon, but Sailor Moon is fucking OP. She could beat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Look it up.
I go away for like an hour, and I come back, and Kayla's yelling at the chat. What the hell?
He brought up the Chris Claremont. He knew that was going to happen. He wanted that reaction. It's too bad John isn't
sacred
here.
cow topic.
John would be so happy that I was swearing right now. He'd be like, "Yeah, swear some more." Which, shout out to John. I don't know where you've been. So Oh my God.
Shout out to everybody that's watching. We have 90 people over on X. We got the Core 20 in the house here on Ronan Joe, or the YouTube channel. 24 people here watching. Shout out to the Core 20. I'll give you guys a shout out. I have everything shut down on my end just to make sure I can even get back here on the stream. So I'll just give you a verbal shout out as we go. We got $2 more. From MSK
Wow.
says Sailor Moon loses when she gets on her knees.
Not in my book.
That's a win in my book.
Yeah.
I knew you guys.
I got those teeth.
That's an absolute win in my book.
Do you understand, right? Sailor Moon is so powerful. This bitch is literally so powerful that she can erase the concept of a character. She can erase the concept of a character.
Sailor Moon can?
Yes, she can destroy multiple infinite universes.
Isn't that the chick that gets naked when she changes into her costume?
Yeah, but don't most people have to get naked to change into a costume? I mean, at least the Sailor Moon ones were done beautifully. Hey,
I'm all about it. I'm not arguing with that. Like I'm on board for it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But yeah.
JC says Tuxedo Mask had one of the most sick costume designs. We are in a territory not of our own right now, Sean. I don't know any of this stuff.
I don't. I'm not.
Let's get back to Type 1 and Vanessa. I agree. Let's quit the weebery for a second.
I want to see this Ed Benez book. All right, there is a reason why Ed Benez was discovered by Neil Adams. And
was he?
I mean, he was discovered by Neil Adams. You didn't know
All right,
that.
fuck me. Let's talk about this then.
Easy HQ is in the house. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Well, here's the thing, and I will try my best. So one of the things that was happening with my computer is the internet's been acting weird all day. And I got on here and I was trying to make a PDF because I got nice crisp scans, PDF scans of the convention book, beautiful, well detailed, all that kind of stuff, and I couldn't put it together because I couldn't get my Adobe to open up to put it into a PDF form. And I scanned them in PDFs, and I can't even get the PDFs to open because the Adobe won't open. So I mean, this is my issue that I'm having right now. What I can do is give you a less, what would you call it? High res, low res version that are JPEGs. I could do that.
Well, how about this? How about this? Since we have Kayla back here, let's talk about us. Let's postpone. I love talking about us. I was just kidding when I said I was shy.
I really can't talk about anything though.
Well,
this is the last show for a second that we are not going to have any guests on too. That's the only thing that.
So next week we have Edwin on. What about the week after?
The week after, we have nobody the week after. But do we want to wait 2 weeks to look at this book?
Whatever you want to look
at. I want to look at it. I've been dying to look at it, and I was heartbroken when I went up to Silvestri's booth. I was absolutely heartbroken. Which also, Joe didn't even tell me he bought this book. I was going to get him and Sean copy.
Oh, nice. Well, I mean, if you got it.
He didn't fill me in that he got it off of eBay, so I was going to get copies.
Get everything off
of them. Yeah,
that's where you need to go, everybody. Syphilis, especially.
Well, I got Sean a nice hardcover copy of the Deadly Duo signed from him.
What?
I told you that, and you said the same thing that you're saying now.
You didn't get me one?
No, because you got the copy of this thing. And I gave him your Reaper Destroyer and gave like an amazing pitch and everything. And I thought you already had Deadly Duo signed from him.
Why would I? It came out after I met him, Kayla.
Well, you bought it, didn't you? You are on top of Silvestri's everything.
I've got the entire thing, not signed.
I'll give up something I got signed from him for you.
Okay, thank you. Now that Joe is back for Sean to beat off, he's ready to talk about himself. That's right.
There we go.
Band is back together again. Let's go.
Oh,
Cosmic Armor Superman beats. You guys in your anime talk.
So can I tell you, there was someone that sent me like hate mail over me saying that Sailor Moon beat fucking Goku. They literally was sending me like the craziest message, like DMs. Like it was insane. I'm like, wow, this is like new territory for me.
Relax, nerds.
Yeah. Yeah. For real though.
This is fucking.
this is so
He didn't tell
exciting.
this. I literally asked about
hold
this
on a
at the
second.
booth, and he
wonder
said
if I
that
can do
no, it
this.
was going to be on his website. That it was only for that convention. I thought he was going to bring it with him to Terrificon.
Oh, I gotta fix my camera right now.
You
Why
look
are you doing-
marvelous.
I might be getting tired because one of my eyes is doing that thing where it's getting bigger than the other.
Interesting. Interesting.
Isn't that
The
like a brain embolism?
random thoughts from Kayla have returned. I like it.
Yeah, I love it. It's been too long.
Like it.
Yo, shout out to the chat. Put a brain emoji and some sort of scatterbrain shit as in as well, and a taco.
Yeah, definitely the
Hashtag,
tacos.
but hashtag the taco.
I'm pretty sure I'm
What
that
about
dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the squirrel.
The squirrel.
See, it's been a second since you've been here.
Been a minute.
All right, let's get my music going again.
We got music.
Yeah, there we go. All right, created all this background music for the show because I wanted it. Well, that's what we've been running this entire show. It's been good. I've been listening to it. You guys been doing a good job, by the way, without me here.
Well, you know, it's weird. It's.
I've
very
actually been
weird.
chilling in the back for a second, just listening.
I figured, yeah, once when you did the super chat thing. But John's like says this: you're not allowed to have independent thoughts online, Kayla. LOL. Right?
So I can't be controlled. I'm sorry. That's just like part of it. I behave when I want to, but I can't be controlled. I'm all independent thoughts. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're just like Janet Jackson. We love it.
Yeah.
Look at
We
that
are
design.
at this channel. We all do what we want to do. It's just the way
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to anybody out there. It's just what we do.
Yeah,
And
we can't be controlled.
people love it. All right, let me get this the best setup I can. All right, this is the best I can do.
Looks
Low
great.
res. It's not the
Okay.
high res. I'll show you the high res. But they're all flipped, so I couldn't flip it.
Holy, I
so-
gotta make my screen big to see this because I feel like. There we go. What? This is just pencils?
Yeah, so the preview book is just pencils with script, which is awesome. That's what I love. Everybody knows I like black and white versions of stuff,
Yep.
but I love the pencil version that's just the raw, right from the artist. This is Ed Benz. If you guys aren't familiar with Ed Benz, go check him out. You should be. He's a phenomenal artist. What was that book he was doing? The independent book with the two chicks. You guys remember? It was
Glory?
no. It was
I
his
know
own.
Glory.
It was his own book. It was his own book that he did.
I can't
He did
remember.
a Kickstarter. He did a couple of them. They were like, topless and stuff, and it was like beautiful artwork.
Well,
he
he's
did so
phenomenal.
much stuff. He literally
Yeah.
did so much stuff at DC.
Yeah, he did a lot of
Literally,
stuff at
that's
DC.
just-
Yep.
Follow
Justice
Jim
in
Lee
America.
after Superman. Mm-hmm.
Yep, he did that Supergirl. He did the Green Lantern. What was it? Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Gunfire. This random one. Justice League. Did I say that? He did Superman, Batman, Batman, Wonder Woman. Was it something like that? Or he did Teen
He's
Titan.
a heavy hitter. Like this looks more Finchiisms, or let me say more Top Cow.
That might have been it.
90s.
Wyatt.
He
Him
did
and Kim,
Wildcats issues too. That I
He
remember.
did. Yeah,
He
right
did, like,
before
5 of them.
He's been all over the place. If you guys don't know him, you should know him. He's an amazing artist. Beautiful work. The fact that when I met Silvestri back in 2022, he said that Darkness was returning and he was going to write it. He never said he was going to draw it at the time. Now, little did I know that it'd be 3 years later that it was going to come out, and I was extremely excited that Ed Benz was the artist. If you weren't going to have Silvestri draw this, I couldn't think of a better artist to fit this style than Ed Benz, and I'm being 100% honest about that because he has a Silvestri vibe. He's got the Top Cow vibe, and reading this book is so fun because this is a straight reboot or remake, whatever you want to call it, of the Darkness. We are starting over from scratch again with Jackie.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. It's got a little bit different twists, right? Because this
Okay.
book starts out
It
with
opens up with a bang.
Yo,
it opens up with a bang. But this isn't Jackie. Like this is I think this might be like
Gary.
dad or dad or something. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Even though I'm in the scripts right here.
Bro, look at that first panel.
Yeah, I mean, look at the city right up here.
Yo, but what does it look like?
Reaper Destroyer.
Yeah,
it kind of does. Yeah, the first panel, Reaper Destroyer.
yeah.
A different angle. The bridges. But yeah, you're right. Like that was kind of an establishing shot I had. Similar in idea.
Look at that.
I can't really zoom in closer than this. It's just what I have available with this. But yeah, he's banging this chick, and then the normal people kind of come in, and it's like, you fool, what have you done? And he's like, created a better man than me, as he like spilled his seed there, and he just disintegrates. So, that I'm assuming is the origin of Jackie right there.
It's his father.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Assuming. But they did such a good job on. Wow, look at the eyes on that fourth panel. 1, 2.
Yeah, so they jump back in the past. So the first part of this book is all Jackie when he meets what's her face? Jenny. Thank you. Drawing a blank. When he meets Jenny in school and all this stuff. So it's kind of a cool. It's a different vibe than the first book, but the same. If that makes sense. Like it's told in a different way, but the story is more in depth right off the bat than the 90s version of The Darkness with Silvestri. So we get a trip through memory here with the kids. Go ahead.
Do you think the reason that he did this is because when he went back and read his work, he decided it needed more flesh? Because that's
probably
maybe that there are things that he wanted to elaborate on and fill in the blank with and just extend out a little bit more. So
I would say that maybe my personal opinion is that it wasn't the reason to flesh it out, but if you're going to do a reboot, you've already done the story once. So if you're going to redo it, how do you do it differently? Well, you dive a little bit more into the characters quicker than you did the original, because the original it's a new book that just came out in the 90s, and the characters developed over time. Writers came in, or whatever. This, you have all that rich history. You can go retell that story now and really just jump right back into it and tell it in a different way that really highlights these characters from the get-go instead of developing them, because they've already been developed. I think that's more or less what happened than wanting to go back and to delve into them more. Because I doubt that there was a reboot in their heads for I don't know how many years. Like, let me just say that with Top Cow, Matt Hawkins took over Top Cow years ago, and no offense to Matt Hawkins, but didn't do a very good job in my opinion. I think he took everything that Top Cow was, and he lost the essence of Top Cow. Now I don't know exactly. Yeah, I don't know exactly. And I don't know exactly what happened in that, or if Silvestri is kind of inserting himself more. But now you have the relaunch of Witchblade that came out that some people seem to like. I haven't really read it that much, but some people dig it. Darkness is coming back. It looks phenomenal. It's going to be one of the best looking books on the shelf when it comes out. It's going to rival, a lot of books out there. Hunter Killer coming back. Cyberforce is coming back. Seems like Silvestri is going back to the well of everything that worked before, and is trying to get those going again at the same time. And if you bring production like this, I think Top Cow is about ready to reassert itself as a dominant company again in comics.
Yeah. Like for me, this is one of the most exciting things coming out of Image. Well, Image is Image
is killing it right now.
Yeah,
they are
now. Robert Kirkman
Ghost Machine stuff is doing really good. Skybound is kicking ass. Todd McFarlane Productions.
Yup.
There's
coming back.
So much.
Whoa! We got David Williams in the house, the legend himself. If you guys don't check it out on Mondays on the Comicsgate Kings, David is always there drawing, doing phenomenal work, usually kicking everybody's ass, making us wonder why we even picked up a pencil in the first place. But check out his stuff. Phenomenal artist doing just amazing work. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Hell yeah.
That Spider-Man he did a couple weeks ago was phenomenal.
That was so good. Like it really
was like a cover. It was literally like he posted
everything he does is like a cover. It's crazy.
He makes us sick.
Crap ton of covers too. If you looked through his history from what he's worked on, he has a lot of work. So
oh my god.
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
This just kind of shows Jackie's rage a little bit, protecting his girl. as he's beating up the bully. Very fun scenes here. Very well depicted. Very well drawn by Ed Benz. I love the page layouts. And I love the fact of how much information he's putting on the page, which is something I'm trying to get better at as an artist and a storyteller. Because putting like 8 panels on a page is just very foreign to me. It's not my strength. It's not something I like, but I'm really studying this book a lot to see how Benz does it and how to make it flow and just to make it all work, you know? So and you kind of go into the origin of him getting picked up and just, you know, again, if you guys get a chance to get this, go on to eBay, find it, you know, read it for yourself. I'm not really going to go in depth into the story. You know, the story of the darkness. It's just kind of retelling it a little bit, showing a little bit more of the backstory of Jackie before he becomes the hitman. And then, you know, we just keep moving on.
So I just have to add a comment real quick. If
Comment
you go
away.
back one page, so I think it's important
dare
to take
you.
note that how Ed Bennis draws children. So many people cannot draw children for whatever reason.
Hard.
Children suck.
I mean,
Proportions,
some of them-
eyes, the faces,
some
like
of
you
the
got to
greatest
be.
artists. Like, think back to John Byrne.
Oh, yeah.
Babies, yeah.
Yeah.
Not even like there's others too, like we could talk about, but we're not here for that. I think it's just important to just take note of how he's drawing these children, because a lot of people cannot draw children. I found.
No, and when you do well, when someone does it well, it really stands out. Ed Benz obviously does it very well. Dale Keown can draw kids very well as well. You know, it's
Well, Dale can draw everything. So.
By the way, just shout out tomorrow at like 2:30, I think, over Mandy's channel. The Pit trade paperback #1 is launching with a beautiful Michael Turner cover. So go support that if you guys want to. It looks awesome. We got this page right here introducing Jackie. So this is what I liked about the story. So we go in, we get the shot of Jackie's father in the past, and we go a little bit more into the future with Jackie as a kid. We're just doing this transition. And I really like Silvestri's storytelling. If you guys got Deadly Duo, you know the dude can write and he can tell a good story. And that was the first like really big chunk of Silvestri writing that I had read before. I'm sure he's written in the past, but it shows in this. Like, this is just fun. This is fun stuff. I like the dialogue and everything. It's just diving right back into this world, this popular world, and it just works so well. And again, the art is going to be tops. It's going to be tops. And when this book comes out, we're going to review it on Art and Stuff. Definitely go out and check it out and buy it, because we're going to be getting it. And look at this panel up here. I mean,
that to me screams like mafioso, which Jackie turns into pretty much when he's 21. So I'm assuming Jackie's like 21 here at this.
Yeah, because it's kind of like retelling the first issue, right? Like, he hasn't become the darkness yet. Like, he hasn't got to that point.
He'll be there soon.
Yeah, he'll be there in this issue. Now, this is just a preview book. I think it just covers 16 pages of the first book. I thought it was the entire book until I read it, and I was like, okay, no, this is like half. It's a legit preview book. Where do we go? I lost my spot.
I mean, there's a reason why Neil Adams brought in Ed Bennis, I feel, because I mean, it's pretty well known that Neil Adams found him.
This is news to me. Please go further into that.
I
thought Ed was one of like a Diodato Studios person.
Actually, I didn't know that.
That
Neil Adams found Ed Benz, to be honest with you. Yeah, look at this. I mean, this is just, I was blown away when I read this book by the art. You know, the story was good too, but I was just blown away when I was looking at the art of this book. And I always liked Ed Benz. I followed him for years. And I was so excited, but I was just like, this is some of his best work. I don't know how long they gave him to work on this. So if they were working on this in, let's just say 2022, they were doing the concept. Silvestri was going around talking about it, because that's when I heard about it from him. Let's just say they gave him a few years to do how many ever issues they want to start out with, so that he could do like this kind of production. And that's the patience they showed. I think that's awesome if that's the case. I'm not saying it is. I'm just speculating here, based on this art.
Look what Kirkman and Finch did with Skinwalker.
Skinwalker.
Oh yeah,
Skinbreaker.
Skinbreaker, yes.
Skinbreaker, yes.
That's gonna be fucking dope.
I just did a merging of two properties, but that took him just under 8 years to do himself. So like, if this is the quality we get for time and all that for guys that we love, fucking give it to me. Like it took Silvestri like almost 10 years to do the Batman book.
Yeah.
7.
Now we've heard some stuff from trusted sources that stuff was happening in 2012.
But it took time, but the time paid off, you know, for everything. So I'm with it. And if this is how we get these great pieces of art, give it to me.
Yeah. John Apple says Danny Mickey makes this even better. No, I agree. I wish that he wasn't exclusive to Ghost Machine.
Oh no, I think they're talking about Hyde Street. So Hyde Street is great.
Oh,
it's the book is fucking meta as fuck. I swear to God, there's a character that they based on Wally Wood, and it goes into some of the stuff that happened with his comic career. It's actually really cool if you're into like comic book history. So there's some interesting stuff, but yeah, he's killing it with everything that he's inking in that book. Like absolutely killing it. She has a J butt, by the way. Which remember I always told you about like the butt shapes? She has a J butt.
Okay.
I like it.
You don't like because it's shaped like a J. It's not a B butt, it's a J butt.
All right then.
The body proportions are really good because a lot of women have J butts, not really B butts. And her boobs look really good there. And her hair looks awesome. And I love the way that he draws eyes and lips. The eyes, you know, are very captivating. They're absolutely gorgeous, and in every panel where you really like, I know if this was inked, but all the eyes really stand out to me.
Yeah, I wonder who they're gonna have ink this. I'm really interested to see who the inker on this book is because I haven't seen it announced anywhere, and I don't think they, even though this is just the pencils, I don't know if they gave credits to the actual team. Let me see. By the way, this was a fun foil cover.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's foil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got foil spots to it, so it's like the sketch.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
I love
that.
that.
Wait, is the white foil? The white on the
so
mask?
Like, see the eye also lights up the logo. It's kind of hard to see here.
Sure, sure. Do better. But no, that's awesome.
Let me see here. Yeah, they don't give this is just the credits for this book. So I don't know who's going to be inking this.
I wonder if he's going to ink over himself.
I don't know, because I see Ed Benz do a lot of pencil work, not so much ink work. Not saying he can't ink himself because he can, but I see him doing a lot of it just like pencil stuff. And sometimes speed-wise, it's easier for these guys to just do the pencils and not ink themselves. Yes, this is the New Darkness. This was the preview book that came out in San Diego Comic-Con. I went right out to eBay and snagged it because I knew as soon as you get any kind of exclusive at cons, people go and buy that stuff up and instantly, same day, put it up on eBay. And you can usually get a fairly good deal. Yeah, like Paul. Yeah. You can usually get a fairly good deal if you get it right away without trying to like wait till somebody jacks up the prices or see what everybody else is putting it up for, you know. So I'm not going to say what I bought it for. It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't an arm and a leg either. Yeah, the J butt. Let's go. I'd settle for a bubble butt.
So like a J butt just means that it's fuller at the bottom, and usually women that have J butts have really long, great legs.
Oh,
it's just like a staple of that body type. So what you're looking at is more than likely someone that has almost like a mini hourglass shape. Usually people with hip dips. I don't know if she'll be drawn with hip dips at all, but usually that's what it is. Sorry, I'm like a butt expert when it comes to the woman's body. So same thing with the
butt expert, but in a different way.
Yeah, different. Is that Sanatos? Santorini? What's that guy's name?
This guy?
Can't
remember.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But this is like a preview from the issue 1, just like obviously Players and More from issue 1. So just some random stuff. I don't know if this is actually, just stuff put together for the preview book. But obviously there's Jackie probably doing his transformation.
Yep, looks like it.
Yeah, just some awesome stuff.
Bro, his evolution of art is so great.
Yeah.
Because he's always had like a kind of a semi Joe Madureira as far as his forms and his configuration of the figures, but very renderly detailed. But this just seems a little more refined. Like there's a Silvestriisms.
I was just ggoing to say a lot. Yeah, I can see a
Top
lot of
Cow.
Silvestri in it for sure. A lot
Yeah,
of
this
Top
is
Cow in it.
beautiful. This
Yeah,
is
especially with the
beautiful.
line work.
Yeah.
And then you got some character designs by Silvestri in here.
These are
That's-
fucking amazing. These
are
Yeah,
so
just
great.
I love
awesome.
that. Like, I know it's so corny, but this is my
No.
favorite part of this book right now. to
No,
be
it's not
honest.
corny at
I
all. I
love
love this
Yeah.
stuff too.
concept
You
work.
know,
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
my favorite. I love seeing like the profile, the half a face. I love seeing the costume designs. I love seeing everything. I wish I could read those notes. I'm so curious.
I don't
as
even
to-
know if you can read them in the regular.
I'd find a
book.
fucking way. I would hold a magnifying glass.
I would find.
I would find a way. I literally would. I would put it under a light box with a magnifying glass. I would
maybe
make
you
a
can try to
ghetto
read.
light box. I would literally take like tracing paper and my phone and hold it up with a magnifying glass.
I mean, like this right here just says battle armor on right arm.
I know, but I love it.
But that's the Angelus, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
oh,
new
no.
design for the Angelus.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
the
that's
warriors, the
awesome.
warriors are in the book. So the new design, I like this, love this design a lot. It's darker. I mean,
Mhm.
Silvestri got started doing horror stuff, and I really think he shines best like doing all the creatures and doing
Well,
more of.
He
horror.
came up loving the Vampirella and stuff. You know, like that was
Yeah.
his gig. So yeah, I mean that's why when Top Cow took off with all the supernatural books that came out, Witchblade, Darkness, so on and so forth, that company really found its footing and took off with that. Hunter
Yeah.
Killer was
Hunter Killer. I love. That's
was
like one of my
great.
favorites.
You know, and again having that come back. Now my question, my hope is that if we get all these books back, that is Silvestri going to come back and do any of them?
I hope.
You know, I hope,
they'll do
but
something. Maybe Cyberforce.
know, it'd be fun to have him come back and do Cyberforce. You know, because everybody that's tried to reboot that book has not been good. At least the artist, and I put that in Matt Hawkins for bringing in the talent. It's just the last reboot that Cyberforce did, like what
2012.
2012. No, it was
Yeah.
there was another one that it didn't go anywhere, and it's like within the last 10 years, it didn't go anywhere. They did one issue, maybe two, and I think it completely flopped because the art sucked.
The writing
It was like postal art.
Why don't I remember?
You guys remember the title Postal from
Yeah.
Top Cow?
Yeah.
It was like that style art, but they were trying to put that into Cyberforce. It was like Matt Hawkins was trying to take that style that he was creating at Top Cow and then infuse that into old properties, and it just didn't look right because stuff that was created and drawn by Silvestri or guys of that ilk from Top Cow, bringing
Good
in
word.
that just shitty, more realistic kind of art style, not very well rendered or not a lot of rendering, it just didn't work and people didn't want it. But you get something like this, now you're excited. Ed Benz, damn, hell yeah. Get Silvestri back, whatever. Even the Witchblade book that came out, pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of that artist, but still gives you that Top Cow vibe. So go ahead.
I'm assuming that in
Yes,
the
Michael is.
in the Witchblade series currently, I wonder if they're gonna have the Darkness make an appearance in it.
He already did.
He did.
Well, Jackie did.
I haven't read any of the new Witchblade.
I haven't read any of it either, but they introduced Jackie in like the last few issues. He had a story arc in there with
Wasn't
Sarah.
it issue 8 in the original, 8 or 10 in the original
10.
run of Witchblade? It was 8 or 10.
10.
I can't remember.
Then okay, there you go. Yeah, Sean would know better than me because
I
I was just looking at the pretty pictures. But like this,
The
Is
black
this
cover.
Darkness? Yeah, that's how I talk. It's true.
this is Sarah.
That is Sarah.
Yeah, this is the Witchblade. She's keeping an eye on Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
So this is playing right off of the story arc that just came off of the Witchblade story arc. So they introduced Jackie into there, introduced their characters, and now you're going into the Darkness, and she's, keeping an eye on him. So we'll see how that leads into the actual story and how they they cross over. But yeah, they're kind of following the same pattern. To be honest with you, they're just retelling it in a different way, adding more to it. More modern storytelling instead of 90s storytelling. I would say for sure. This book take this book back to Sylvester and have him rewrite legibly.
Legibly.
I can't read. Codename Strike Force. Let's go.
That was awesome.
Bring it all back, man.
Yeah,
I'd like
I'm
to see
with it.
Sylvester create
Love
a
Top
new
Gun.
character.
I mean,
Yeah, me too. But
I think in Hunter Killer and in Cyberforce, there's plenty of opportunities to create new characters, and where he goes down the line with the darkness after he's done retelling what he needs to retell, he can create new characters too, because of the world, like there's so many. Once you have a world that you've created, right? There is always opportunities to create characters. Always, like Joe and Sean are always creating different characters. I create a bunch of characters that I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with, but I think it's just like the nature of a creative person. So,
yeah.
John said I'd easily buy it if it were inked. Well, the regular book is going to be inked and colored and all that kind of stuff. But the great thing about the preview books, and just one thing I love that they do when they put out versions of books like this, is I love the artist's raw pencils without being, molested by the inks, so to speak. And I love inks. Don't get me wrong.
And also too,
but there is something about the raw pencils that's just beautiful. Like you see the artist's mind, because a lot of pencils don't have to be crazy tight, and that's what I like about it. It allows it to keep the energy. Now that's up to the inker to be able to transfer the energy from the pencils to the inks and keep that. But when you see stuff like this, or Greg Capullo, or Jim Lee, or whatever, any of these unwrapped books that you can find, these pencils are just beautiful, and I love it, because that's where the majority of us artists, that's where we focus on. Inks is fine, but you spend so much time doing the pencils that I don't know. I love this stuff. Go ahead, Kayla. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I cut you off, but that's because I'm out of practice, and that's why I stopped.
Interrupticus. Let's go.
The Interrupticus.
Yes.
I miss you guys calling me that. I actually do. But what I was going to say is that I really like to look at the pencils, because we know that an inker changes things. And a lot of times, some of the inkers do a lot of heavy lifting for these artists. Even the colorists can do a lot of heavy lifting too. But then again, we know a bad inker can break your work.
True.
We've seen it personally. Whoever's inking Capullo right now on that Wolverine title,
Townsend.
Who is a good inker. He is a good inker. It doesn't fit.
Capullo, not the inker for Capullo. That's not what he needs.
Right. It's not a good teaming. It's not a good teaming.
So I appreciate this, because we get to see the raw talent that Ed Bennis possesses.
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't talk.
That's all right. Now you're on the show now, so you're
You're
fitting right in.
back home.
Learning not to read and not being
Join the dark side, Kayla. Come to the dark
The
side.
dyslexic side.
Do you have cookies?
Come to the dark side.
Only if the dark side has cookies.
We've got all the cookies.
We got the cookies.
Okay. If there's cookies, I might be in.
All right. Hale Lewis says, I've read a few of the new Witchblade books. It's okay, but nowhere near as good as the OG Witchblade. Yeah, no, it won't. It can't be. It can't be. But the darkness, I feel like, has a chance to be, because of the art and because Silvestri he's a part of it as well. Make a tarot card set out of all of your characters. No, I'm good on all that.
That would be cool.
I love that.
Kayla.
I can steal that idea.
Kayla and Sean can do all that.
I'm not doing
any of that.
I'm gonna steal all your fucking characters to make a tarot deck.
Suing you then. Pixel Trader says, sorry, had to drop and just got back. Good to have you back, man. Oh no, not the cookies. Yes, the cookies. Yes. Let's go. Did you guys pick up the pencils only of the Capullo Wolverine book? I didn't even know they had one.
You do.
Well, I'm gonna look for it then, because I've seen the pencils from that and they look way better than the inked version.
Way better. Yeah. And you know what bothers me? What really bothers me? The fact that Hickman is the person that is writing that, when Chris Claremont is alive and well. And I'm sorry, Chris Claremont's writing some bangers of stories, right? But the artists that they put him with, and it's nothing against them, they're not bad. But why wouldn't you put Capullo and Claremont together on a fucking book, Marvel? I'm sorry, C.B. Cebulski doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. You have the greatest X-Men writer alive, and you're putting him with some artists that, it's not bad, but it's not Capullo. And that's fucking crazy to me. Sorry, I'm a big hater.
Oh, they don't know what they're doing over there. They haven't for a while. CC Cebulski hasn't known what he's doing since he took over. No
I'm gonna
offense.
get, like, killed
CC.
at a Comic Con. That's what's gonna happen for the way that I
What?
run my mouth like this. I'm
Yeah,
very,
probably.
like,
You gotta be careful. Start packing. I rebuke in the name of the Lord. Like that. Claremont rant. Yeah. Because Marvel doesn't care what the fans want. That is true.
Yeah.
right now,
DC
Image
is
the
starting
one
to kick
that's
some
delivering.
ass.
They
Yeah,
are.
DC is starting to kick some ass, and Image is doing a really good job as well
Image is killing it at the
with a lot
shop.
of stuff.
Image is killing it. There is.
Well, you're
there's-
bringing back popular stuff. You know, I mean, it's hard.
Done well.
We done well. We all talk about wanting new stuff, and then you get that with the Ghost Machine franchise or studio or whatever you want to call it. But going back to the well with Kirkman and going back to the well with Battle Beast, you're not redoing Invincible or anything, but just giving you something from that world was a smart play. Yeah, it's just I think there's, I don't want to say revival or anything, but Image is doing good stuff right now. So lean into that, go support that, buy those books, review those books, and hopefully they'll keep on doing that. And DC is doing some good stuff too right now. Like DC's got some exciting things going in the future. This new Batman that's coming out sounds pretty good with
Yep.
Jimenez and what's his name? Fraction.
Matt Fraction.
Yeah, writing, like that looks good. The new Batman #1, I like everything I've seen out of that looks good. There's another Batman book that's coming out that's
There's a
who's
few
doing
Batman
that?
titles.
I'm all
that are
about
coming
that.
out.
Yeah.
So
I'm like,
far,
that was a type 1.
Absolute Wonder Woman sells the best, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I have it, but I haven't read it yet, and people rave about it at the shop. The other thing, though, I will say, is what I am excited about that Marvel is doing, that is
Okay.
fan service, is Dan Panosian doing that Punisher book with Jimmy Palmiotti. The Dan Panosian, I don't know what happened after COVID. He always was a great artist. You know, I loved Slots, and I've loved his inkings on earlier stuff that he worked on because he inked a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But something happened with him where he went beyond. He's another artist that hasn't peaked. And that Punisher book is going to kick ass. I even like the design that they did. So, did you see any of it? It looks really cool.
It's all right. I'm not as big into Panosian as you are. So
I like Panosian's work. So
I know for
he
sure.
kills everything. So
Yeah. Not really my cup of tea, but it's good stuff. It's definitely good stuff. Before we get out of here, because unfortunately I was not able to be a part of the entire show, which is fine. You guys kicked ass. Why is that so damn skinny?
Pitch it.
Like, I mean, what is going on with the screen here?
it's because we've all lost weight.
Maybe that's what it is. All right, whatever.
We gave you some-
Superior Press has a website. I actually been working on this thing for a long time. Shout out to Shani, came on and helped me out with the design and stuff because that's what she does. She's awesome. And ducks in the chat for her if you guys can. But Reaper or Superior Press website is up and rolling. This is the preview for it. I just want to say for our members, if you go into the community tab on the YouTube channel, on the Ronan Joe channel, there is a discount code in there for 10% off of anything in the store. If you are a member of the channel, you get 10% off of anything in the store. And some of this stuff can get very pricey and expensive, which is a pretty good chunk when you add that all in. But you can sign up for the new campaign here. Click this, it'll take you right to the Indiegogo page. By the way, sign up for Reaper Destroyer 2, launching later on this year. If you sign up for Reaper Destroyer 2, you will automatically be signed up for the Second Chance campaign that we are launching on September 19th. So keep an eye out for that. We have an awesome Isaac Bell cover. We're going to be redoing this cover. I redrew the tower here to make it Victor's Tower. Marlo Quiza's inking it, and Dave Kemp is going to be coloring up. So it's going to be finally getting that on the issue 1 of Reaper Destroyer. And then we also have the Dale Keown sketch cover. Yeah, original pages. So, I mean, yeah, you got everything. You got the print run. You got these all the original pages of Reaper Destroyer that I want to sell.
Are you
up
fucking
here.
kidding me?
Yeah, are up here.
Somebody
They're high
better
dollar.
not
They're
want
high
me.
dollar, guys. They're high dollar. So if you really want one, you're gonna have to pay for it. But that's if you really want to pull it from my hands and take this out of my own collection, it's gonna cost a pretty penny. But they are up here because I am kind of
I only buy
interested.
9. 9
Say-
is like one of my favorite pages.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
Like,
You know,
what?
The bat page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
I thought this was genius how you did this, and this added
Thank
so
you.
much to the story. But you know that. I know you like the
Yeah.
bear as well, so I'll just buy
Thank
you.
But yeah, we have original pages up here. If anybody wants to venture into that for art collectors, we have the ash cans. We have the black and white ash can from the Reaper Destroyer campaign up here. We have the gold and the silver as well. These are all limited because I only have a certain amount of runs of these, so that's why they're kind of the price that they are, as well as the limited books. Now, I do have to go through the supplemental books. I have some supplementals still, but I got to go through and see how many I have, which is why I haven't added this to the campaign. But these are the only books I have left of the campaign itself from the first run. Dale's cover, my cover, and the black and white edition. I think I've got only like around, I'm not going to say a number. Well, I've got a decent amount to still have a run, but it's still limited. So if you want one, you can grab one there. If you don't want to do the second chance, you definitely want to get these campaigns. Do me a favor. If you read the book, come and do a review. I think these reviews were actually grabbed from Indiegogo. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask Shani where they actually came from. But
nice.
I'm all about reviews, of the book, of the website, all that kind of stuff. We have t-shirts, everybody.
Yes.
And they're going to keep on coming, just different, so this is a shirt I have. I've been wearing it for a while. It's great. Thing about these shirts, guys, is I'm not going with cotton. I really want to go with nice shirts that aren't going to shrink in the wash and in the dryer, which is what always happens to all my shirts. So these are like 50% polyester and 50% something else. So it's not 100% cotton. So these aren't going to shrink very much. You're going to get a good bang for your buck. So there's this badass cover. I used Oliver's art on this shirt as well. Just
Where's
can't,
my free shirt? Where's my free shit, Joe? What the fuck?
I know.
Free stuff.
We'll discuss it. I wanted to show this off too because I grabbed one of my favorite designs here. This is by Chauncey Blakey, who did a card for me. This was the card artwork for the campaign. I also loved it so much I put it on the back of the Reaper Destroyer box. I just wanted to give him a shout out because it was one of my favorite drawings that came out of that Reaper Destroyer campaign. And that's counting Dale, and that's counting some of the other stuff that was done on that campaign. But I loved it so much I wanted to put it on a t-shirt. So we got the Chauncey Blakey t-shirt. Then we just got different versions. I was in the band for years, and we did black and white shirts, and I was like, I want to do a black and white, just straight black and white shirt. So you got the black and white version of the Dale Keown. And if you guys want to, I was like, fuck it, I'm just throw up this.
Smart.
Yeah, it's not my favorite per se, but
whatever.
Put a white shirt up there.
It's cool.
And then we have the hoodie, which is that on the front, and you got the Dale on the back right there. But really awesome looking hoodie, and this is only to start with. I'll add stuff as we go depending on how much product moves. Coffee cups, really want to do these coffee cups. You have my version of the coffee cup cover here with the wraparound. I thought this was very fun. I've been wanting to do this design for a while. I was finally able to get this out and get that on a cup. So I think that looks really badass. We also did just a straight Reaper Destroyer logo on here, which I thought looked really good here on the coffee cup as well. And then just different versions. Obviously, the Dale image I use quite a bit on here. And then just for shits and giggles, because I just did these phone cases. Now, these are specifically just for iPhone cases. So who knows how this actually goes. They might not even last. I might pull them down, but I just need something up here on the site. We got the Brett Booth one. This cover, this image that was colored by Shelby Roberts, and this goes way back. This goes back to a preview image right before the campaign even launched.
That was for our first. No. Our first year anniversary. Remember we
drew this. This was a sketch and stuff show. Yeah. I drew that on a sketch and stuff. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. So there's that. And then if you want commissions work, you can grab stuff up here as well. Like if you're going to get commissions from me, you can DM me on X or wherever you want to find me is fine. But I'm going to send you to go through here because this stuff gets taxed. It's all, all that kind of stuff. I don't have to worry too much because I can just turn this into the government at the end of the year and not have to worry about explaining where all the money comes from. So I got a ton of old original art shit here. The only pit piece I ever drew One of my favorite Leonardo pieces, just a sketch, old sketch. And this stuff is going back to like 2016 or whatever. One of my favorite drawings I have on here that I hope, well, where'd it go? Hope nobody ever buys, is this one right here. This Raphael. This is one of my favorite drawings I did back when I started drawing again. It's one of the first times I started kind of inking my stuff and just experimenting at the time. And I drew this and I really love it. So hope you guys check it out. But yeah, this is my page, or the Superior Press page. You can get anything you want here. If there's anything you do want to see that's not here, you can request it. I can figure it out. And we'll get stuff posted on here. But I'm excited about this page. I'm gonna start advertising this more. Again, if you are a member of our YouTube chat, you get 10% off. All you gotta do is go to the community tab under the channel and find the discount. And at the checkout, enter that in. You get 10% off of your entire order. There will be an exclusive shirt for Reaper Destroyer 2. Yeah, I mean there could be. Yeah, I haven't really thought about exclusives just yet. There's a couple ideas I have in mind. I am going to do different versions of the book. They're going to be exclusives to just the site, that won't be on campaigns, that will be already printed and you can just buy it and get ready to go in the future for that. Just always selling stuff. But, you know, maybe I could do that. I mean, if you want to think about it, this t-shirt right here of Oliver's is almost a exclusive to Reaper Destroyer 2. Damn it, not that one. That's Chauncey's. Because this is art from the cover of his cover for Reaper Destroyer 2. I just kind of mocked it up for the t-shirt, you know, kind of did all this stuff. But
yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, I mean, I for design wise for the t-shirt, I had to change it, you know, and I thought it came out great. But this technically is art from the cover, Oliver's cover of Reaper Destroyer issue 2. So I guess you could say technically this is a Reaper Destroyer. Why can't I speak? Reaper Destroyer issue 2 exclusive. Say that 10 times fast, everybody. As always, great show. Awesome seeing Kayla back. Facts. Love it. Or love it all. See yous all next. Sub to the studio. Yes, everybody go sub to Don's channel and go check out the studio. Very awesome show. Yep. Drawing every Saturday, doing great stuff over there. Great conversations. Will Pitt make an appearance in Reaper Destroyer 2? I'll tell. No. Nope. That'd be cool though, but no.
He's a poster.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah. I got lots of stuff going on with my own story without bringing in special guests of other characters. But, you know, I would love to do something down the road.
Yeah, 20
Yeah, thank you, Sheldon. So I'm also, let me pull that out here because we got to get going here. It's getting late and I got to get to bed. 10% off if you're a member of the channel. That's if you bought your own membership or somebody else bought it for you. You got that month free membership. If somebody bought a membership for you, it still works. Go to that community tab, get that discount, go in there and get something 10% off. It could really be big depending on what you get. Also, I'll probably at some point during the Run Joe shows probably run some kind of deals in the chat. If you're in the chat, as long as we're live, I'll probably enter in discounts where you can get like, you know, a certain dollar amount off or certain percents off purchasing as well, just to try to drive more stuff to the store. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
that's all I got. Those are all the good ones I have.
I mean,
until then, everybody, go check out Type 1 back then on Indiegogo and on Fund My Comic.
Get that 10K on Indiegogo. Line art on my behalf is done. It's in the hands of Dan Kemp right now to be colored. 48 pages of an action adventure story. Get some great variant covers, one by my best friend here, Mr. Joe Sontag, and then we'll be doing new shit. And yeah, no, we're good, man. Book's done. Sorry. It's written, drawn. Get ready for September 19th.
Yes.
Joe, take it away.
September 19th, Second Chance campaign. I guess I could show that.
Yeah.
Isaac piece off real quick before we get out of here. By the way, guys, 125 people watching all together over on X and here on the YouTube chat. So thank you for that. Wherever you're at, please hit the like button, share out, let people know we're live. And come into the YouTube chat. Join us in the chat. Have a good time. Subscribe to the channel. Of course, my computer is going to be what it is. You know what? I'm just going to show this off later. Okay. I want to go to bed, and that's computer's fucking up. I figure that shit out. All right, the YouTube chat. I don't have the YouTube up. Let me take a check real quick to see who's number one, so I can add you to the leaderboard or give you another victory. So let's see. Number one in the chat. Where is number one? See number two. I see number three.
Number 4.
How can number one not be here? As I'm scrolling up. How does that even work?
I feel like I should log on and just type real quick and see if I get the number one.
Well, John Epple's number 2. You got Pixel Traders number 3. And I'm not even seeing our number one guy or gal even listed here in the chat. How does that even work, YouTube?
I don't know. I'm gonna go type in it. Hold on.
All right, let me see what I can do.
Trash.
Let me see, because I gotta get the right winner here.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're killing us.
I literally just typed in the chat. Nothing came up.
Does anybody see number one out there? Because I can only scroll up so far on this, which is kind of stupid.
How is there no number one? It's because
I'm gonna have to.
Calculator.
I'm gonna have to go on YouTube from here and see who is number one. I don't even know.
How does that even?
Well, you know, I don't know how they tally, how YouTube tallies up who is number one, how they stay number one. Since I'm not even seeing number one here in the chat. All right, let me see. Let's see if I can see it here on the desktop. I don't want to cheat anybody.
Sean is really starting to look like Lex Luthor to me.
I'll take it.
That works.
He's really starting to look like Lex Luthor.
Now I just need that money.
Oh, I can only go back so far.
I can't even see it.
3. Yeah, that's crazy.
My chat doesn't work on my YouTube. So like I've been in like Don's show trying to talk, nothing comes up.
Sheldon Martin saying the guy that did the super chats was number one, so that's MSK.
Really? Oh, that makes sense then.
There isn't a number one, but as of tonight, I'm your number one fan. I like that. It's MSK. All right, we have 2 people confirming it's MSK. We're gonna go with that then.
What's up, Bear?
So I'm gonna add MSK to the leaderboard, so I don't forget here, and that would be MSK's first victory.
Look at him.
MSK
causing no ruckus.
Rick Saylor is still in the lead with 7 victories, just running away with it. So it'd be fun to add someone new to the leaderboard, and that'll be that. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was a fun night. Great announcements. We got Kayla back, joining the chat again. Announcement that we will be doing Appreciating Comic Book Art live again in the future. And we'll let you guys know more of what's going on with that as soon as we figure out the details. Back Type 1, Back Reaper Destroyer. Follow Kayla, follow Sean, follow me. I think that's it. I think that's all I can think of. I'll just say, as always, to everybody out there, thanks for joining us. Be good to each other. Take care of one another. And as always, picture me naked. Talk to y'all later. Peace.